live every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hosted by me, your girl Lashia. Join me as I discuss social topics, spotlight independent artists, and share financial tips. Join the conversation. I want to hear what you have to say. Think Different TV, where minds meet. You're the reason I wake up, the reason I smile.
What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? I am live and in full effect on my new phone that I'm so happy that I got. So it took me a little while because, baby, I was still learning how to, I don't know why I blanked on how to rotate my phone and all of that good stuff, because I was like, why is it not rotating? And I was getting kind of upset. But then I was like, oh, it's this button. Okay. Yeah. I'm still learning, y'all. I'm still learning. But I am here. And how are you guys? Welcome to Think Different TV, where minds meet. I am Lashia. I am your host. I am here to make you feel so comfortable and so loved, and I just want to send out love to everyone today. Y'all see I got my little puff balls. Yes, this is my hair. Before anybody asks, yes, this is my hair. I just didn't know what to do with it, so I just put it into little pigtails. I feel like a little kid. So welcome to the 8th episode of Think Different TV. 8th episode of the season two, y'all. How was y'all weekend? Today is the last day. No, tomorrow is the last day of Black History Month. But we celebrate Black History all year round. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Think Different TV is every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Shout out to my Tdtv fam all over the country. I thank you so much, because you could be anywhere right now, but you choose to be right here with me on a Monday night, and I love you so much. Think Different TV could not be made possible without viewers like you and our sponsors. So let's get into it. Our sponsor is Euphoria Water. Euphoria Water is the cleanest, healthiest water in Philly. Alkaline water with minerals, no chemicals, no additives. It is good and good for you. If you're going to hydrate the right way. Get your Euphoria Water today. You can find Euphoria Water on IG. That's UPHORIAWATER. Sometimes I'll be speaking so fast, I'll be like, did I say what I was supposed to say? Anyway. Or you can call Captain if you live in the Philadelphia area and want Euphoria Water delivered to your home. It's 267-707-8279 to get that order of water. All right, y'all. So before I even begin, because I know I'm going to be parched, so let me pour me some Euphoria Water right now into my Think Different TV stainless steel travel mug, so I can stay hydrated, because I got a lot of tea for y'all this week. Okay, it's a lot that's been happening, and so I want to keep y'all abreast to everything. Shout out to Invitation by Jarrell. Queen has been rocking out with me since the beginning of the show, and she's just hanging in there. She ain't going nowhere. She here to stay. All right, so here we go. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell on my YouTube channel. All right, so you don't miss out on any new episodes, replays, or exclusive interviews from Think Different TV. Also, let's share the love by sharing the live. And after you share, comment #Tdtv. So guys, let's get this party started. Okay, we're going to jump into our Hit It and Quit It. Hit It and Quit It are trending events in music, sports, political, celebrity, and local news. So let's jump into it. It's looking a little light today. All right, a little light, but we won't go through it. All right. So in music news, Ciara's Single Woman's Anthem backfires after fans remind her that she's married. I'm pretty much sure she knows she's married. There's, from a songwriting standpoint, I might write about being in love, but I might not be in love at the time that I write the song. I might write about owning a mansion. I mean, some of these rappers be rapping about stuff that they don't even have, but y'all ain't jump down their throats. So I'm saying let her live. If she is if she is happily married, but she wants to do a single woman's anthem, so be it. Let her do her. Okay. Matter of fact, where the single ladies at that they ain't creating no music, but y'all ain't jump down their throats. Such and such need to come out with a song. Da, da, da. I'm gonna be honest, like, if single life is not what it's cracked up to be. All right. So I mean, to glorify it in any type of way at this point in time is not really, because you don't only want paying the bills, you don't want dealing with certain headaches. So but yeah. Stop hating on her. Let her be great. Okay. She married, got 3 kids, but she want to give y'all a single woman anthem. I say let her do her. You can listen to it, not listen to it, but guess what? It's gonna be some people that listen to it, and she's still gonna get paid regardless. So anyway, Big Gip says DJ Khaled doesn't produce or write, and T-Pain is the reason he blew up. Which I kind of agree. Big Gip had a lot of good points. The thing that is very catchy about the song All I Do Is Win is definitely the hook. The production is great, but I mean, let's be honest, like T-Pain really put him on the map. So yeah. Hit it and quit it. So let's keep it moving. I'm a little behind because I couldn't get my phone to work. So here we go. The Brat is pregnant at 48. Ooh, 48. Rapper reveals she's expecting her first child with her wife, Jessica. I don't have I really don't have no comment on how old she is, because there are plenty of actors, singers, rappers, entertainment celebrities, even regular people that have children very late in life. You know, I'm happy for her. I'm glad that she's able to experience motherhood. But I will say they are facing a lot of backlash. And I will have an episode about that. So stay tuned. All right. Blueface says he will not allow the industry to use Krishan Rock after seeing her DMs on IG from a few rappers. K Flock and 8 others are getting charged with a state RICO and new murder charges of another murder. The mandatory minimum, if he doesn't beat those charges, is life or death. Is life or death if he doesn't cooperate. So he might get the death penalty. It's crazy. Nipsey Hussle's killer Eric Holder receives a sentence of 60 years to life. Stinky Leg artist of the as he should. Stinky Leg artist of the GS9 Boys was involved in an accident where the brake pad from an 18-wheeler hit him in the face on the highway in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. All this happened while he was on the way to an interview after dropping off his son. First off, that is some freaky Final Destination type stuff. You just driving in a brake pad from an 18-wheeler flies through your windshield and hits you in the face. That's crazy. Okay. So prayers up for him. I hope he is doing well. Speedy recovery, all of those things. And thank God his son was not in the car, because that is crazy. Sukihana claps back at Mama D for calling her fat. I don't know why this is in the music category. I honestly, I would put that more with celebrity news, only because of the controversy. Mama D is, I don't even know why y'all even pay Mama D any mind. I don't even know why we pay Sukihana any mind sometimes. I mean, Sukihana is fun to watch. I do follow her on Instagram, and she is fun to watch. I do like the fact that she is very confident in her body and what, stuff her body can do. I'm just going to leave it at that. I don't think she should have got riled up too much for Mama D, but I do understand, like, if you don't have any discourse with somebody and they just bringing up your name and just saying something very negative about you, unprovoked, then yeah, I can see how they can get under someone's, under somebody's skin. But I just remember who I am after all that. And sometimes some things don't need a response. Leave it at that. Kodak Black's artist speaks out after seeing a post about Latto's Billboard interview about her not charging upcoming female artists. She aired her out for refusing to do a song with her after being asked by Kodak to swap the feature they were going to do for a feature with his female artist. I don't know why. I don't know why people can't just refuse to do stuff with people. I don't know you. I don't know you as an artist. And people got to make money moves as an artist. You can't just be up there like, oh, I'm just going to do this feature, have this feature, have this feature, have this feature. Because sometimes that feature don't pan out to be all that is cracked up to be. So am I mad at Latto for not, allowing this female artist to do a feature with her? No. I think people be forgetting that okay, just because an artist is not as big as you think they should be does not mean that in their mind they don't think that they're great. And sometimes people have to make certain moves to get to that position of greatness that you believe they should be before they start demanding anything. Now, she didn't demand anything. She didn't come at nobody. She didn't do any of that. But why are you going to come at her neck? Because she didn't want to do a feature with you. That sounds like you just trying to make a name for yourself off of somebody else's back. You trying to have some type of discourse with somebody. Just make your own music. And just be like, and when you get hot, just be like, hey, she missed out on doing a song with me. But at the end of the day, don't nobody care. Cause I don't care about Latto. I don't care about like I'm sure there's people out there that love Latto. No disrespect to y'all. But for you to expend your energy trying to come at an artist who is not on anybody's radar right now, who in fact was actually going back and forth with Nicki Minaj, I believe, at one point in time over nonsense. Like, can y'all just make music and stop trying to do all this crazy stuff? Anyway, hit it and quit it. So let me keep it going. Celebrity news. Kim Kardashian poses with aliens as she models from her second collection of Skins swimwear. Just Hilarious addresses Master P, owing her over $10K for her role in the movie I Got the Hookup 2. Master P responds with her claims to her claims to being owed $15K for an unpaid skit in which he says, I've only given people opportunities. I've never forced an artist to make music or go into the studio. He didn't say that. He didn't cough, but I'm coughing. Okay. It's sad that it's always us against us, but I'm going to keep educating the ones that want to learn and grow. And to everyone I've crossed paths with, I wish them success. He also says he loves Just Hilarious and knows she was just cracking jokes because she signed her contract and got paid what she was owed for I Got the Hookup 2. But if she tried to squeeze, and he said this, if she tried to squeeze me for another $10K, she got that. In response to both Fat Real and Just, Master P says, one thing about the truth, it can't be changed and it will always come to light. What they meant for harm, God will use for good. I'm going to keep doing the right thing. That's why bigger blessings keep coming. So apparently he's being the bigger person about it. Just responds on the Breakfast Club saying she isn't joking and wants her money. Okay, it's hit it and quit it. Let's keep it moving. After Judge Mathis was canceled by Warner Brothers after more than 2 decades on the air, he responds saying he would like to take his talents to a Black-owned network if possible. So does that mean we're going to get another a court show by Judge Mathis, but a little bit, more along the lines of what he wants to do? We'll see. Interested to see how that all works out. Tommy, Rowley, Natalie Nunn, and Jonathan Wright detail an incident where Tommy was turned away from interacting with Chris Brown's son backstage at his concert. Lordy, lordy, lordy. This was just a whole mess and a half. Tommy temporarily deactivated her Instagram account after fans didn't take her comments about Chris Brown's child too well. She went as far as to saying, F that baby and its mother, after not being granted access to see her at Brown's most recent concert where his child was backstage away from the public and paparazzi. Tommy Lee then apologizes to Chris Brown in what seems to be a dry apology the fans still aren't feeling. A lot of the comments says she should be canceled for starting beef with someone over choosing to keep their family and business life separate. I think Tommy is still sore about her sunglasses. I'm trying to say this, but I want to laugh so bad because listen to this. Okay, going off script real quick. First of all, somebody, they said she should be canceled. Tommy been canceled. Like, she been canceled. Y'all understand when someone is not getting any type of attention after getting so much attention during the Love and Hip Hop series, everything like that, like she on nobody radar right now. And the crazy thing about it is that the last time I saw something about her, she had made this post on IG about her sunglasses. And that's why I said she's still sore about her sunglasses idea being stolen by Paula Abdul, which it really wasn't stolen. The patent belongs to someone. All right. Now, Tommy can buy the use of the patent, just like Paula Abdul can buy the use of the patent. And Tommy was all upset because she said, this is what I try to do. I try to create something, and here goes somebody stealing my idea and blah, 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 blah. Paula Abdul listen, she don't even know who you are, Tommy. And I hate that it's negative stuff that always puts her in the public eye, but sometimes she can't even control her temper. She can't control, I know she's older than I am. And she got to be older than me. Or maybe around the same age. We got to be around the same age. But the way she be acting, I'm like, either she's still, the way she was acting at this incident, she probably still drinking, which is unfortunate because had high hopes. Because if y'all recall, when she was on Love and Hip Hop, she had a drinking problem. Now she may have kicked it, but her actions are speaking louder than what her words were saying. So anyway, speaking of sore, I bet her body still hurts after Natalie Nunn wins a celebrity boxing match between the two. So Natalie Nunn destroys her in the ring, but before that, Tommy kind of snuck Natalie. While everybody was sitting around after the Chris Brown situation, she snuck Natalie, and then they was fighting, and then there was a lot going on. For all of that, y'all can just go and watch Zeus. But Masika, who is another person coming out of the woodworks, post on Twitter responded to Tommy's recent behavior with the incident involving Chris Brown and his family wanting to keep their child's life private, saying, what kind of psychopath do you have to be to grab someone's baby, then get mad that it was not well received and proceed to say F the baby and call the baby slow? What kind of drugs are you on? These girls are soulless. All right. And they're on these shows acting a fool. And the thing is that because y'all do And I don't even know why I even advertise suits like that because they're not paying me nothing. But that's where all this drama be unfolded on the Zeus network. All they do is show us in a bad light. You know, I guess we got tired of them, and I'm talking about VTV. They got tired of it, so they was like, we gotta create a network where we could show all this ratchetness. Anyway, Cher allegedly feuding with her sons over relationship with Alexander A.E. Edwards. Um, and also there's some talk, I don't know how true it is, but she rewriting that will, and it looked like AE might be getting some money. All right. But I don't know how true it is. Just something I heard through the grapevine. Laverne Cox. Laverne Cox addresses the stigma that the trans community receives legislatively in her recent interview on the Breakfast Club. Lady Gaga is being sued by Jennifer McBride for not giving her the $500K reward that she promised to give to whomever returned her dogs. No questions asked. McBride was one of the 5 people arrested and charged for being an accessory after the initial crime. Let me check this real quick. I don't think I'm even, hold up. I don't even think I'm live on my, hold up. I don't know why this is happening like this. All right. Sorry, guys. So McBride was one of the 5 people arrested and charged for being an accessory after the initial crime. Gaga's dog Walker was found shot 4 times in the chest during the robbery. He is recovering though. It's okay, but that joint was crazy. They really wanted them dogs. Ooh. Got the blueberries. So yeah, y'all, they really wanted them dogs because they probably thought they can get a lot of money for them. Which Lady Gaga is offering a $500K reward for her dogs. I guess they had the right idea. I don't know. It's crazy. Dwayne Wade's daughter Zaya is officially granted name and gender change. Moving on. There's a lot I can say about that, but we running on time. So, sports. Potential NBA lottery pick Brandon Miller, who bought Darius Miles's gun back before the fatal shooting and allegedly blocked the victim's car and will not be charged for accessory. There's nothing we could charge him with according to the law. After suffering a massive stroke Monday, Jerry Lawler, the King, Jerry the King Lawler. Y'all know how much of a wrestling fan I am. And this was devastating to me. But it was devastating because he had a massive stroke, but he is recovering in a Fort Myers, Florida hospital. So send in prayers for a speedy recovery, because I don't know what I would do. I can't. Jerry the King Lawler is such a big part of my childhood, and watching the Attitude Era that I can't see myself like I know eventually, everybody, but I don't think I'm ready yet. Bria Ariza, the estranged wife of Trevor Ariza, is filing a restraining order over alleged physical, verbal, and emotional abuse. Brittany Griner is back. Receives a standing ovation as she walks out on the stage at the NAACP Awards alongside her wife. She said a few words, which I didn't even know her voice was that deep, and ended with telling everyone to keep fighting to ensure all Americans detained across seas are brought home. First of all, I can't even get into it. I'm gonna just keep it moving. Tennessee man Justin Braswell arrested after he ate 2 bags of chips that someone else had stolen from a store and dropped on the ground. According to reports, a man got into an argument with a store clerk because she wouldn't sell him beer. The man allegedly took an entire display of chips and put them in his car. While walking away, several bags of chips fell to the ground. Braswell picked up 2 of the fallen bags, which were valued at $4.98. Minutes later, officers found Braswell with crumbs on his face. Police reportedly reviewed the video footage and concluded that Braswell was aware of the theft. Braswell was charged with theft of merchandise less than $1,000. Really, y'all ain't got nothing to, I swear to goodness. Where is this at? Because Tennessee, y'all need to do better. Y'all really. First of all, when them chips fell to the ground, they became public property. They just chips. Sheesh, y'all act like he stole jewelry from a jewelry store, dropped 2 diamond bracelets or something like that, and the dude picked them up and then tried to pawn them. Nah, it was bags of chips. He probably was like, I'll give you $5. Like, it ain't even that deep. Crazy. A magnitude 6.3 earthquake struck the Turkey-Syria border region, killing at least 6 people 2 weeks after the area was devastated by quakes that killed more than 47,000 people in both countries, also injuring 294 people in Turkey. An Indiana man, 26-year-old Austin Bristow, reportedly set his own car on fire to stop people from stealing it. He was charged with arson plus additional charges of unlawful possession of a syringe, hypodermic needle, and a controlled substance. Pregnant woman, 24-year-old Natalia Harold, who shot and killed a mother of 3, 28-year-old Gladys Yvette Barcella, wants to be released because her fetus is innocent. Her lawyer is even putting up the argument of her being released pending trial because jail is punishment for her unborn baby. Saying the incarceration of her fetus is a violation of his rights guaranteed by the U.S. and Florida's Constitution. Wild. That is crazy. I don't even know. May have an argument. So those pro-life people, where y'all at? Pro-life? Anybody? Like, are y'all going to defend the pregnant woman, or y'all going to defend the woman that was shot and killed, the mother of 3? Like, what? It's confusing, ain't it? A visitor accidentally shatters Jeff Koons' balloon dog sculpture valued at more than $40K at Art Winwood. Someone commented, it's kind of crazy how something valued in the tens of thousands is now being swept up by a $7 broom. Terrible. Long Island NICU nurse fired and placed under investigation after allegedly slamming a newborn Nico face first in a bassinet as the father, Fidel Sinclair, was filming the nurse through the window of the NICU. When he captured the moment, the nurse lifted and slammed his newborn into the bassinet. At Good Samaritan University Hospital in New York, the nurse was fired and now is under investigation from the Suffolk County Police. So they took swift action, and they said it wasn't like she was under investigation within the hospital. They were like, no, you gotta go. You out of here. See ya. And they like let the police deal with you. They was like, we don't want no parts. New York City man recorded going on a racist tirade against 2 different women. 25-year-old Taylor Shaw Business, who beheaded and severed the penis of her lover, attacks her own lawyer in a courtroom during a hearing after the judge decided to push the case of the gruesome murder back 2 months. So There's a delay, and now she's like, I'm going to attack my lawyer. Saudi Arabia is building a 5 billion turtle-shaped giga yacht named Pangios. All right. It's supposed to house like 60,000 people. And it's going to be one of the largest structures floating in the water. El Salvador's government moved thousands of gang members into a mega prison, which is the latest step in a nationwide crackdown on gangs. Chicago's O'Hare Airport has been overtaken by the homeless. So they're working to correct the problem. They're making sure that everybody that is, only people that have flights are in the airport, which I don't even know how this happened. Because in Philly, you have to go through so much. But no. Well, first of all, in Philly, our airport is so far, like, for you to be homeless and say, I'm going to go all the way to the airport to sleep at the airport. Don't, and I hope that nobody get no ideas from people in Chicago. I don't know how close Chicago is in relation to other stuff, but for them to even travel that far and treat the airport like it's Club O'Hare, like, that's crazy. Like, it's a homeless shelter. I don't even like. The first person that was sleeping there is like if you're not catching a flight or you don't have a ticket, how you even able to? I don't know. In political news, Marianne Williamson confirms that she will run for president in the 2024 election. The U.S. Energy Department reportedly finds that COVID-19 likely originated from a lab leak in China. Yeah, okay. And local news. There was a community fridge that was stolen. And the crazy thing about it is that it's like we can never have. I love Philly. I love my hometown, but it seems like right now it's so many people bent on destruction and ruining things. I can't even say the word, ruining things for other people. Like, this is a community fridge. It had food in there. Somebody's hungry. They're walking along, and they need something to eat, some sustenance. They could have went to the refrigerator and got something to eat, free of charge, not asking you to pay anything. Somebody stole the entire fridge. So if anybody from Philly is watching this and somebody tries to sell you a fridge, please contact As I Plant This Seed on IG. That's As I Plant This Seed on IG. Another big thing that happened in Philly over the weekend, they did a celebration. It was the anniversary of Freeway's album. So they did a big celebration. There was a lot of people there. I just be feeling like I'll be finding out about these things like so super freaking late. Like, I gotta see if there's like a bulletin board or something for all the stuff that's coming up in Philly, because I would have definitely probably been there if I knew about it. You get what I'm saying? But the place was sold out. I believe it was at the Met. I could be wrong, but it was a lot of people there. So yeah. So this Saturday and Sunday, March 4th and 5th, the Soul to Soul tour is in AC. Kim Ledesy and special guest music Still Child at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. And to wrap it up, www.raphooks.com. Rap Hooks, a platform created by Uncle Marvin Music on IG, is where you can take courses on creating hits, branding, streaming, social media marketing, music marketing, learning how to monetize your platforms, landing placements in major playlisting, collaborating with any artist, producer, or engineer 24/7 worldwide, and showcasing your talents to the world. Follow him and tell him Triple FIR sent you, and get started today on taking your music career to the next level. Rap Hooks works with us, not for us. And that has been our Hit It and Quit It. Let me tell y'all something. The sound coming out of my phone is so beautiful. I just love it. Okay. So we're gonna move it right along. We have a great hot topic tonight. But before I even go into the hot topic, let's jump into the comments. So here we go. We have Ronnie in the building. He said, "Hey, Lashia." He said, "You look gorgeous, especially those Afro puffs." Thank you so much. I tried, I tried to do a little shine. Triva LaFire says, "I rocks rough and stuff with my Afro puffs." He also hashtag Tdtv. Yep. All day, every day. Please share the live. We're gonna get into this hot topic. It was a lot of comments during during the what you call the Hit It and Quit It. So sorry, guys. Let me just run through these real quick. Triva LaFire said, "Blue face, baby. Yeah, I." He said, "I can't imagine a brake pad scorching hot flying at me." That's the whole thing about the guy that did the Stinky Leg song. He said, "LOL, the facts. Why do we pay them any mind?" Probably talk about Tommy and them. Facts, she don't know her one bit. Probably talk about Tommy and them. He said she on that Sherm activity. Every time you hear Sherm activity go, woo! Or anybody exhibits any type of Sherm activity, please. And just so y'all know, Sherm activity is like if they on that lean, if they act like they on them drugs. Mr. Cheese, what's up, Mr. Cheese? He said, "Facts, I would have went to the Freeway John." Shout out to Mr. Cheese. He is one of the co-hosts of the Rabbit Hole 13, which is every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. He co-hosts with Bianca Monroe, Miss Monroe If You're Nasty, and Taj Mahal. So make sure y'all check them out right here on YouTube. All right. Make sure y'all subscribe to Bianca Monroe's YouTube channel, because she also has her show, which is back. I'm excited. Foreplay with Big, which is every Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, and Mr. Cheese said they was at the Fillmore, not at the Met. I don't know why I thought the Met, totally different parts of the city. But still, I believe the Met is bigger or the Fillmore is bigger. I don't know. Better matter. Fillmore was packed. It was filled more than I thought it would be. But I don't know why I thought it wouldn't be filled, but it was a lot of people there. So anyway, it was a event that I missed. Oh well, there'll be others. Hopefully in my lifetime. All right, y'all. Shout out to you guys for sticking it through, tuning in. We're going to jump into this hot topic.
I'm coming in hot.
I'm sorry. Doing my little dance. All right, y'all. Well, anyway, this is what we're going to be talking about tonight. Rihanna'S British Vogue magazine cover. What conclusions are drawn from this cover? Now, it took a lot for me to become a Rihanna fan. Not because she's not amazing. It's just that she wasn't really on my radar for a while. Like when she was hot, when like everybody was listening to her, listen to other people, it nothing about her music at the time really uh had me going, woo! You get what I'm saying? Now I heard the music. I was very well aware of the music. I knew her songs. I knew her voice when it came on the radio, but I wasn't like super fan. Now my sister is a super fan of Rihanna. So so that, you know, it, and then there's a big age difference, not big age difference, but there's an age difference between me and my sister. So I'm guessing like that's her era of artists, right? But recently I have become a big fan. Well, I'm not like a super fan, but I'm a fan of hers. I believe that she's done amazing things. She's accomplished a lot of things in her young life. She just turned 35 on February. She's an Aquarius like me. So believe it was the 11th. Ooh, don't let me be wrong, because I don't want no Rihanna people jump down my throat. So how you gonna say her birthday? Like, let me look it up real quick, y'all, because I got my laptop right here. I ain't trying to hurt nobody. Let me look. Sorry, February 20th. So she's not Aquarius. She's a Pisces. Sorry, my bad. I was way off. All right, sorry. She's Pisces, okay, and she did say she was a Pisces. Damn, I'm terrible. I'm terrible. Charges to my head, not my heart. Love Rihanna, love what she's standing for right now. But let's get into this magazine cover, okay, y'all? Because a lot of people have had something to say about it. Crazy thing is, there's hardly nobody from Britain having a problem with this cover. There's people from the US having a problem with this cover. And more importantly, it is a lot of Black men who is having a problem with this cover. Now, just to get this kicked off, I'm going to show y'all a little clip. Here we go.
American Vogue could never. Rihanna Reborn, How a Megastar Became a Mother. American Vogue gave us Oh Baby, Rihanna's +1. This is so good. I love how she is just the main focus in all these pictures. She's like, come on, ASAP, let's go. I run this shit. The baby. Oh my God, I want to squeeze his little cheeks. So good. She is just the moment. The lighting, the styling, the makeup, the hair. Oh, it is just fierce. I am beyond obsessed, and so is it my dog. How could you not? Imagine these being your baby pictures. That's iconic. I can't with this baby. I just feel like they captured Rihanna's vibe. She just looks like a boss bitch, and the interview was so good. Like, at least British Vogue always brings it.
So let me just say this, right? So she brought up the American Vogue magazine cover, right? With Rihanna on the front, pregnant, and it said pregnant. It said "Oh baby, Rihanna +1." Now, let me break this down to y'all, okay? Just real quick, okay? Black men had more of an issue with the British Vogue cover, with Rihanna leading in the front and ASAP behind her with the baby. They had more of an issue with that than her being on a cover of a magazine alone and pregnant. Wait a minute. You mean to tell me y'all would rather the man not even be in the picture than the man be behind the woman? Y'all don't find that weird? Y'all don't find that weird? I asked this because I'm trying to understand where y'all way of thinking is. Because why wasn't there outrage when she did the Vogue cover here and she was alone throughout the entire spread and pregnant? Why didn't anybody say, well, hold up, Rihanna didn't get herself pregnant. She and ASAP are together. Now, is it Is it because y'all don't want to push the agenda here in the states of a pregnant unwed mother? Even though the person's in the picture, you don't want to push the agenda of her being pregnant and unwed, but y'all have no problem with her being pregnant and alone, right? And she Barbadian. She ain't even from here. You know what I'm saying? She lived here for a long time, but she's not from here. So I'm trying to understand where y'all come from. Y'all have more of an issue with her leading in the Vogue cover than her being alone and pregnant on an issue here, which pushes the agenda of single mothers, which pushes the agenda of fatherless homes, which is against everything that y'all put out there that y'all don't like. Y'all say, I don't like when, you know, the man is not shown in the picture. I don't like when it's this agenda pushed where women should be single and this, that, third, but y'all took no issue with that issue. But British Vogue said, let's show the family. Even with Rihanna being the focus, because Rihanna has been doing Vogue covers for a long time. A$AP Rocky has never done a Vogue cover. Let's give a hand to A$AP Rocky, because this is what his first Vogue cover that he's been on. And to do it with his woman and his baby. Oh, this is major. But y'all take issue with the fact of how they are in this picture. Check it out. In this picture, you have Rihanna in the front, reaching back, holding A$AP Rocky's hand. It's not like there's any disconnect. She is holding her man's hand. All right. Her man is kissing their baby's face. This is beautiful. This is both empowering and showing unity and showing togetherness. Because remember, America didn't even want to show Rihanna's baby daddy. They didn't want to show him. They didn't want to show A$AP. They filed with mentioning him and saying, oh, you know, Rihanna and A$AP Rocky are together. But they didn't show that in the American Vogue. Even though she was very much pregnant by A$AP Rocky. But y'all did not once see him in any other spread. You didn't see him on the cover with her. You didn't see, because the Vogue cover was about what? Rihanna, right? The American Vogue cover was about Rihanna being pregnant. But here we go, pushing this agenda again of this thing of single motherhood and absent fathers. By having that, why is that issue not an issue? Like what I'm trying to understand. Make me understand. Make me understand it. I'm so upset because it seems like y'all take issue when y'all feel like y'all masculinity is challenged in y'all face. But the crazy thing about it is that when it's challenged in y'all face in this way, y'all all up in arms. Y'all ready to dissect the entire photo. But y'all didn't even, there was no outrage about her cover here in America. He wasn't even on the cover. Y'all didn't say nothing. Y'all didn't say, hey, this doesn't even seem right. He's not even in the cover. They're trying to say Rihanna having this baby all by herself. Y'all didn't take issue with that. And look at my comments, drier than the mud. Ain't nobody commenting now. Everybody quiet. Everybody quiet. Cause y'all listening to me, but y'all not giving me no feedback. So I don't know if what I'm saying is translating right, or if y'all understanding picking up what I'm putting down. But I find it hilarious that these so-called alpha men, take issue with this cover because it just look, he's standing in the back. He looks so feminine. Why isn't she holding the baby? Why isn't he leading? But y'all said nothing about her Vogue cover when she was on there by herself and pregnant. Ain't that something? But y'all always talk about something, these single mothers, they always trying to push the single mother agenda. That was a perfect example right there. You know how much influence Rihanna has? What was that American cover saying to every girl out there that looks up and idolizes Rihanna? Oh, you could be a billionaire princess and be pregnant and not even need a man. That's what that cover was saying to me. But then nobody take issue with that cover. Everybody took issue with the cover I just showed y'all. So I'm gonna show y'all another video. So the first video was definitely to praise the cover itself, not really go into detail about it. But check this out.
Did you guys see Rihanna and A$AP Rocky on the cover?
Yeah, I see how A$AP was like holding the baby.
Hey, that was fine. That was artistic, man. That was dope.
Stop.
You didn't like it? You didn't like it, Ray?
I would have been in the front. I don't mind holding the baby, but I feel like the man should always be in the front leading because that's the man's job is to protect and lead his family. Don't you feel that way?
I do feel that way. However, in that specific look, if it's a Rihanna thing, and maybe she included me, then I'm gonna fall back and let her do her thing.
I guarantee you, if A$AP said this how it goes, they would have said do whatever they had to go. They would. Is it a Vogue cover?
Vogue.
It was her Vogue cover.
It was her Vogue cover.
Okay, so let me ask everybody in
here.
So
he was featured on there.
When the last time anybody here cared about who's on the last month's Vogue? Do you know that? It's like when you see commercials and you're like, damn, that's the agenda now. You could just tell. Right? You see a commercial and you see the kind of couples they pushing in front of us. It's like, okay, that's the agenda. I can acknowledge the agenda. I might not like it, but I gotta respect it, especially when it's my people. So yeah.
Like I said, the crazy thing about this is that this is not even an American magazine. Like, this is the British Vogue cover. But at least Britain, at least overseas, they actually care to include A$AP Rocky in a photo shoot that they really wanted to just do with Rihanna. When you really think about it, Rihanna has been in the face of Vogue on several occasions. She's done several covers. So really, they wanted to get Rihanna's story. They didn't really want A$AP Rocky's story. You get what I'm saying? Like A$AP, how is screwing $1 billion princess, getting her knocked up not once but twice, and that's what that was crazy because that's what the general thing was for a lot of people. I don't know why this is not working, y'all. This is making me mad. Because I'm trying to go live on my my Facebook page, but it's not allowing me to do that. Oh, there it is. I fixed it. I fixed it. Millennials and technology, right? Okay, I am now public on Facebook. Okay, so this is what burns me up because it's not only men objecting to this cover, it's also women too.
So there has been discourse over Rihanna A$AP Vogue cover, and I'm bringing the discourse on my page, like. If y'all want to talk about it. I mean, I know, the lady is gonna come for me and all that, but it is what it is. Sometimes if you gotta talk about it, you gotta talk about it. I mean, at the end of the day, this is in media, and we are content creators, and we can create content from the things put in the media. That's just how it works. So I'm just gonna give my commentary, but first I'm gonna share a point of view that I don't share or agree with. And then I'll come back, I'll show different screenshots on Twitter and stuff. That's where most of the discussion is happening. And yeah, let me know what y'all think.
We can't save all our people. I just witnessed multiple men of my community argue that this is a bad photo because it appears that Rihanna is leaving the family, thus emasculating A$AP Rocky.
So I obviously don't agree with that last video that I was screen recording and that I wanted to share, because I don't think that that type of discord is ideologies that I believe in. I do see the media, again, this is nothing personal to this young woman or this young man, you know, these two people. It's nothing personal against them. Like, people are not having this discourse against them. People are having this discourse against the company that owns this picture, that directed these two people, these two artists, to posing in that way. And basically, you know, this statue is very popular in Africa, and this is the type of stuff that most people want to see, because it just symbolizes masculinity in a better light versus this. Like, and I get it, like, people are like, oh, it's modern, you know, we're not living in the 1950s, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, tradition is tradition. Then these type of things matter to people. They're always going to matter to people, right? Again, nothing against, you know, and people gave another example, of Will and Jada, you know, and, you know, he doesn't look happy being led. So at the end of the day, we see the agenda. Like, we're not.
I'm telling y'all, this type of stuff that make me upset. Yeah, that statue in Africa is very powerful. Very, very powerful. I think what has to happen is that there has to be more of leading and not saying what we should be doing. I think when a man leads, he does so by just being the provider and just doing what he has to do. He shouldn't have to tell his woman to let him lead because he already leads. You get what I'm saying? He shouldn't have to ask his woman, please let me lead, because he already is in that position himself. Like, he already makes the moves himself to put him in position to lead. You got a lot of men today that's not ready to lead, but they want women to follow blindly. And when a woman got her stuff together, that just tests your masculinity. You're upset. You're appalled. How dare she make more money than I do? How dare she, have, first of all, Robin Fenty, aka Rihanna, is going, and it is pronounced Rihanna because she said her name is Rihanna. Robin Fenty, aka Rihanna, is going to always make money. She was making money before A$AP Rocky. She's going to be making money during A$AP Rocky. And if ever they break up, she's going to be making money after A$AP Rocky. She is a businesswoman. Point blank, period. Now, for people to take issue with the fact that she makes her own money and that she's with A$AP Rocky, A$AP Rocky also has money. He's not broke by any means. He has money too. But what happened to just seeing that these two are very much in love? They're not together for show. Rihanna couldn't care less about what y'all think about her and A$AP Rocky being together. They're together, and that's just it. And when they're out in public, you never want to see her disrespecting A$AP. You never want to see him disrespecting her. If anything, when you see them together, you see them very much in love and not worried about what everybody thinks. Was crazy that people really was coming at their cover like they was doing some great injustice. Like, how do you take issue with a man being behind a woman in a photo versus a cover that does not have the man on their period with a very pregnant woman standing there? She didn't get pregnant by immaculate conception. There was very much a man involved, but y'all didn't have no problem with him not being included on the American Vogue issue. That was better than him being on the British Vogue magazine cover and being led by his woman. I'm gonna drop the link to join backstage. If anybody wants to come in and talk about this this topic, please feel free. I have no issue. I have no issue with you coming on here and speaking your mind about Muhammad. I'm going to respect what you say, even if I don't agree. I just feel like there is people taking issue with the wrong things. It's people having a problem with the wrong things. They want to be they want to sound prolific and sound like they know what they're talking about, but then at the end of the day, they just talking out their ass. They're not saying anything meaningful because the guys tell us oh, I would have rather been leading this, that, third. It's like, dude, you don't even make as much as Rihanna's baby does. Like, how could you even suggest you're not on her level to even speak about what she does with her family, with their family? You know, A$AP Rocky is very much involved. Why is nobody talking about that? He is very much involved with his family. She even said in the article of the British Vogue magazine, she said that, you know, they have like this the baby and A$AP Rocky, because she never mentions the baby's name, so we just gonna call her the baby. So she talks about how the baby and A$AP Rocky had this crazy connection where it's like they're best friends already. And she's like, I'm just trying to fit in. I'm just trying to get in where I fit in, you know, when it comes to, you know, my son and his father. You get what I'm saying? And that happens. So A$AP Rocky is very much involved in his child's life, and that's emasculating him. He weak for that? Are we serious right now? Y'all rather him not be in the picture? That's more masculine to y'all? It's crazy to me. Well, here's some people that don't feel that there's a problem with it.
This is one fascinating observation about Rihanna and A$AP Rocky. Here's my attempt to save A$AP. One can argue that she has a sad face, and she's reaching back for help. She's thinking, help me, A$AP. Help me spend this money. She's wise enough to know that 2 is better than 1. Restoring fatherhood. Strong embrace. Embracing the woman that he loves. You got to be confident to wear leather on the beach. He's lifting her up and supporting her endeavors, all in the perspective.
When I first saw that, I bust out laughing because he was so serious, but he made a good point. He flipped what that cover was saying, how the other person dissected it, and he showed that but when he said you gotta have some type of confidence to wear leather on the beach, I was dying. But here's another point of view. Here we go.
Okay, when I tell you I screamed, okay? Because first off, Rihanna just keeps hitting me left and right. Like, sis, can I breathe after the performance? Can we get it together? You just announced you were pregnant. But here's what really caught me off guard. The comments by these trifling black men. Here y'all go again. But let's see the comments. It seems to me this agenda to turn men feminine is working quite well, because I don't care what nobody say. A$AP Rocky looking a little too zesty for me. It don't sit too well with me though. It's showing she the leader because she got all the money. No matter if he was rich or broke, he's the king. Maybe I'm reaching. I don't know. I don't like it at all. I really gotta ask y'all a question. Are y'all good? Like, honestly and truly, I feel like the male gender is really backtracking because y'all not making sense. First off, it is just a photo shoot, all right? Second, y'all must have forgotten who A$AP Rocky was, or his last interviews over his whole career. Y'all been coming after this man for a long time with his fashion, his statements, and his interviews. Like, he's not your average masculine man. I always love me some A$AP Rocky, okay? He has always emphasized on how he wasn't the type of dude to like treat women like trash like every other rapper. He has also stated how like his father taught him that good hygiene was what you needed to have. You need to have good clean nails, right? Y'all dogged on him for that too. Y'all said, nah, he was a little too zesty because he liked his nails clean. You know what I'm saying? You need to understand this is the type of man that like a lot of women looked after. But honestly, for me and truly, this combo did catch me off guard. But listen, if Riri's happy, that's none of my business. But he's good for her. This has nothing to do with masculine and feminine roles, whatever. I'm just really shocked that y'all really took it there. And truth be told, y'all are really used to seeing a woman in the back. Y'all are really used to seeing a woman only holding a baby. Don't y'all advocate for fathers? Right? Don't you advocate that like fathers need to be more active in their children's life? This is actually genuinely beautiful for me to see, especially if you want to push out to the media that, yeah, black fathers exist. This is amazing. I don't know. I felt like y'all just every couple of weeks, men just really prove to me, it's just like, why do men even exist? Like, y'all really do too much. There's like maybe a little handful of y'all that actually make sense, but don't make this like a gender thing, okay? Don't even try to make this a black family thing either, all right? It's a photo shoot, all right? It's a photo shoot. Sit down.
When she says, sometimes I wonder why men, I know why men exist, and I love why men exist. But everything else, she was on point, okay? She was on point. What I need people to stop doing is claiming, oh, this person is this or this person is that, or he's zesty. He's zesty because he likes good hygiene and he likes to be a father in his child's life. He's zesty. Like, and half the men that was probably commenting probably ain't taking care of their kids, or probably got a whole bunch of kids, or or don't have the net worth that both of them have. They don't even have a slither. They don't even have 1%. They don't even have a 0.001% of the net worth that they have, and yet they are making all these comments. It's weird to me. Okay, last video, y'all.
Hello, my loves. So I wanted to talk today about something that was in the news recently, and that was Rihanna looking fabulous on the cover of British Vogue with her man A$AP and their beautiful child, right? Now, here's what was crazy to me. There was a ridiculous amount of men, particularly black men, in the comments pointing out how A$AP Rocky was behind her. Like, okay, let me find you the picture so that you can understand what I'm about to talk about. Okay, this is the picture right here, right? I mean, look how beautiful that is. She's looking stunning as always, reaching her hand back to hold him, and he is lovingly holding their child and kissing its beautiful, adorable little forehead, right? So that's the picture that has some people all up in their fucking feelings. Now, I should be surprised, but I'm not really surprised that there are people of color, particularly men, all up in arms over this, right? Because this image taps in to their wounded masculine energy. And what that means is that it taps into this idea that the man always has to lead, that the woman should be carrying the child and the man should be in front. Like, there's literally comments being like, why isn't he the one in front of her holding her hand? Why isn't she the one holding the baby, right? Like, there is this toxic masculinity thought that the woman should not be leading. And if the woman is leading, then it emasculates him. Like, he's emasculated because he's the one holding the child in the background of the photo, right? When that is not true at all. He is so happy right now, I'm quite sure, and he has a second one on the way. He could give two shits. He is happy as a clam, right? Which I don't understand that phrase now that I think about it. How do we know that clams are happy? Anyways, sorry, that was my ADD kicking in. So, He is super happy right now with the love of his life. Another one on the way, just had a beautiful child, and he's holding her hand and watching her as she gloriously comes back and takes over the world, as is her fucking right? And it just is so fascinating to me that images like that really trigger some of these men who are in their wounded masculine, who even some women too. I'm not gonna lie, there are some women as well who also in their wounded masculine energy, because masculine energy is not just for men. We each have feminine and masculine energy inside of ourselves. So it's the wounded masculine that's making you think, well, she is clearly the man in this relationship, and it emasculates him. Like, I need for you guys, when you see certain images and you instantly feel triggered emotionally and you instantly have some shit to say, think about why you're thinking that way. Okay?
She went all the way in. And real quick, I'm gonna shout out Try. He just joined in. What's up? What's up? What's up? He said, Trevo, salute, brother. He said, you rocking the Afro Puffs tonight, Lady of Rage vibes. I take that. Yeah, I'm not baby D. I'm far from a baby D, but I'll be Lady of Rage. And he said he must be a dusty dude then, because he liked to smell good and look good. Amen to that. I love a good smelling man. He says, as long as he is taking care of his responsibilities, why are people worried about a magazine cover? This is the best publicity ASAP will ever get. Let's be real about it. And he also said, this chick got a strong Bayesian accent. Shout out to all my Caribbean people. All right. So, yeah, like I said, I find it very funny that a lot of people are taking issue, a lot of men and women are taking issue with this magazine cover. Let me just throw it up there again for you guys. A lot of people are taking issue with this cover, but they had no problem with the American Vogue where it showed Rihanna pregnant and by herself. Ain't that crazy? America, we gotta do better. Y'all so worried about this woman, and she don't even give a damn about none of y'all. Ain't that something? But that's pretty much what I want to talk about tonight on the show as far as my hot topic. So I thank you all for joining me on my soapbox. So that wraps up our hot topic.
I'm coming in hot.
Shout out to my sponsor, Euphoria Water. Euphoria Water is the cleanest, healthiest water in Philly. Alkaline water with minerals, no chemicals, no additives. It is good and good for you. If you're going to hydrate the right way. Get your Euphoria Water today. You can find Euphoria Water on IG under Euphoria Water. That's UPHORIAWATER. And if you live in the Philadelphia area and want Euphoria Water delivered to your home, you can contact Captain at 267-707-8279. All right, guys. All right. Really quick commercial break. You know, Think Different TV is here every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, right here live on YouTube and Facebook. Make sure y'all subscribe, like, comment, share. Hit that notification bell on my YouTube channel so you don't miss out on any exclusive interviews with Think Different TV. And share the love by sharing the live. Make sure y'all share the love by sharing the live. I can't say that enough. Make sure you hashtag Tdtv after you share it. I love all the love that you guys give me. And I just wanted to shout y'all out real quick because y'all are amazing. All right. So we're going to jump into our music topic for tonight. So I guess you're just in time because we're going to talk about a little something called verses. All right. So we all know that there was a little bit of a legal dispute between Timbaland, Swizz Beatz, and Triller. And they settled the dispute. They settled all the legalities. So there's a little bit of talk in the winds about a third season of Versus. So who do y'all see going head to head in this Versus? Now, somebody mentioned, teasing a little bit of Jermaine Dupri versus, who was it? Jermaine Dupri versus sheesh, I can't even remember. But somebody said they was teasing a little verses with Jermaine Dupri and somebody else. I cannot think of who it was. Was it P. Diddy? I think it was P. Diddy. Yeah, I think it was P. Diddy. Them two going head to head. Like, what do y'all think? What do y'all who do y'all see going head to head in the upcoming Verses? There's lots and lots of artists. Do you think that we're going to soon cross over into like country and rock? Are we going to have those type of Verses? Because I feel like lately it's been a lot of R&B, but I feel like at first it was a way to give us our flowers, seeing as how it was created by two Black men. So they was like, let's give our people a platform where we can enjoy and tune in to the type of music that we listen to. And not just us listening to, like white people listen to, there's a lot of different, ethnic backgrounds that listen to our music. But do y'all see them maybe doing a country Versus? Do y'all see them doing I don't know, rock Versus? Do y'all see them doing just a Versus between artists that are not in R&B, rap, gospel? What y'all got to say? Let me jump to the comments. All right, here we go. Talking about the Vogue cover. He said that's the best Vogue cover he ever seen. That's Black love right there. So I want to know, like, what do y'all think? Who do y'all see going head to head? Just to give y'all a little bit of recap, I can go through the Verses that we have had thus far. All right. I believe there were over 30 episodes and Versus battle list, because I did look this up. So this is if you want to, y'all can definitely check out tvdb.com, thetvdb.com, which is the TV database.com, and see all of the Verses that they've done thus far. In season 1, we had Swiss Beats versus Timbaland, which was the first episode. Then you had Boy Wonder versus Hit Boy. That was episode 2. The Dream versus Sean Garrett. Neo versus Johnson Austin. Scott Storch versus Manny Fresh. Ryan Tedder versus Benny Blanco. All right. T-Pain versus Lil Jon. RZA versus DJ Premier. Teddy Riley versus Babyface. And I'm not gonna lie, I think that's when I really started tuning into Versus. I saw a little bit of Neo versus Johnson Austin, but when I really started watching it, I watched the Teddy Riley versus Babyface, because I love Babyface. I love Babyface. So I definitely tuned into that one. Then they had Erykah Badu versus Jill Scott, which I also watched. Nelly versus Ludacris. I don't know how I missed that one. Bounty Killer versus Beanie Man. They had 112 versus Jagged Edge. They had Kirk Franklin versus Fred Hammond. They had Alicia Keys versus John Legend. Fabulous versus Jada Kiss. DMX versus Snoop Dogg. Rick Ross. Wait. Oh yeah, because he passed in 2021. Okay. Rick Ross versus 2 Chainz. Brandy versus Monica, which is another one I watched. Gladys. And apparently Brandy versus Monica was the highest viewed battle of the show. Gladys Knight versus Patti LaBelle, which I also watched. In season 2, you had Gucci Mane versus Jeezy. Then you had E40 versus Too Short, Ashanti versus Keisha Cole. I tuned into that. Then they had a versus concert with D'Angelo. Then after that, they picked back up the verses with Raekwon versus Ghostface Killer, the Isley Brothers versus Earth, Wind and Fire, Redman versus Method Man, SWV versus Escape. And speaking of that, Try said RZA versus Primo, KRS-One versus Big Daddy Kane, and SWV versus Escape were my faves. Then you had Eve versus Trina, Bow Wow versus Soulja Boy, Keith Sweat versus Bobby Brown. That was hilarious. The Lox versus Dipset. That was a good one. Fat Joe versus Ja Rule. Big Daddy Kane versus KRS-One. That's the one you just talked about. Shaka Khan versus Stephanie Mills. That was hilarious. A lot of people, and I know people, Shaka is spelled wrong on here. But Shaka Khan versus Stephanie Mills. Bone Thugs and Harmony versus 3 6 Mafia. Anthony Hamilton versus Music Soul Child. And I saw that one. Mary versus BB and CeCe Winans. And then they had Omarion versus Mario, which was the big joint where they had also Bobby Valentino and Pleasure P versus Ray J. No, it was Bobby Valentino and Ray J versus Pleasure P and Sammy. So Try said Shaka still high from that night. Stop it. All right, so then season 3, they said that that verses will return. So we definitely and then there were some rematches. Teddy Riley versus Babyface and Swiss Beats versus Timbaland. And so there were some other things. But here we go. Who do y'all see competing in the 3rd season? I will admit I'm not really good at this type of stuff. A lot of people, I thought that Chris Brown and Usher had one already, but if they haven't had one, I think that would be a good matchup. I did read all of the different ones, and I didn't see Usher versus Chris Brown, so that might be something to see. Jodeci versus Drew Hill or Boys to Men. That's a possibility. I could see that happening. Now, are you saying Jodeci versus Drew Hill or Jodeci versus Boys to Men? Or, because here's the thing. Here we go. Usher versus Justin Timberlake. No, we don't want Justin to get crushed. Okay, like Usher got too many hits. Usher got way too many hits, yo. He got way too many hits. Think Boys to Men would be a better matchup for Jodeci. When it comes to vocals, absolutely, I feel that's a better matchup. Because back in the day before, you know, Casey's vocal cords got burnt out, Jodeci, their harmonizing was top tier. I think Boys the Men was pushed. It was kind of like a Malcolm X, Martin Luther King type thing. And I know it's weird for me to use that type of analogy, but trust me, I'm going somewhere with it. So Boys the Men was more like Martin Luther King, and you know, Jodeci was more like Malcolm X. Boys the Men was a little bit safer. They was a little bit safer to push to a wider audience. That's why they was able to tour around the world and do all this. Jodeci really they never really reached that height of fame because they was really rough around the edges. Plus, there was a lot of drug use going on behind the scenes. So yeah, Try said, "Wow, LOL, Justin would be a great matchup. I think he got solo and boy band hits." And that's another thing. Like, I don't think, wait a minute, they didn't do an NSYNC versus Backstreet Boys. See, here's the thing. If they do an NSYNC versus Backstreet Boys joint, I will watch that. I will watch that. If they did Britney versus Christina Aguilera, I will watch that. Now, is it likely that they're gonna be able to do it? No. I don't think it will happen. Or even New Kids on the Block versus because what about New Kids on the Block versus no. As soon as that thought entered my head, it left because I can't see that happening. Try said, who's going to give Janet Jackson smoke? That is a very good question. You know what? Janet. Oh yeah, Busta Rhymes versus Missy Elliott. They did tease with that a little bit. They did, because you know, as far as production and everything, well, you know, rapping and just the creativeness, like I can see that. Oh my gosh, I will just to hear both of their music going back to back, head to head. I was just like, that would be a hard one for me. That would be a hard one for me. I wouldn't know, you know, what. Okay. New Kids on the Block versus New Edition. I can see that. I could definitely see that. Because they came out around the same time. But I'll be honest, the people that tune into verses, it's so many, I don't know, but if New Kids on the Block fans heard that they was doing the verses, they would definitely turn up for them. Yeah, and that's the crazy thing about it, because you know, New Kids on the Block, they may not do nothing for a long time, but as soon as they say, oh, we're doing a reunion tour, them people be buying them tickets. They be really buying them tickets. Now, what about older groups like going head to head? Because we had Earth, Wind, and Fire versus the Isley Brothers, but what about some other older groups going head to head? I guess they really try to keep it to people that are actually alive to do the live things. But I'm sad that we would never get a chance to see a head-to-head between Prince and Michael Jackson. You know, it wouldn't happen. Janet Jackson, I can see her going head-to-head with humor me on this one. Janet Jackson versus Mary J. Blige. No, reaching. I don't know. Yeah, a lot of the older groups lost members. You're absolutely right, Try. You're absolutely right. So they probably wouldn't want to do those. But Janet Jackson versus Mary J. Blige, what y'all think? Or do Janet have way too many? She has a lot of hits. I think they teased one time that Mary J. Blige to go against Toni Braxton. But I don't know. At this point, I would just want to hear some good music at this point. So, are they going to have, like I said, are they going to have verses where it's country music and all this different stuff? Never know. So, third season is around the corner. All right, guys, that wraps up my music discussion for tonight. Real quick, Try said, I think Janet wins. Her dancing is on another level. But she ain't dancing too well. I mean, she dancing now, but she ain't dancing like how she was dancing back in the day. Mary and Tony would be a good matchup. So we'll see. I'll be so happy, if they had just to hear the music. I just want the music. I don't even care if they're going head to head at this point. Everybody take a score like, oh yeah, Tony won that one or Mary J won that one. I'll be as in all just to listen to their music. So that concludes the music discussion, because we're going to go into our financial tip really quickly. We're going to talk about the 4 pillars of finance. So guys, the 4 pillars of finance. Here we go. Again, I thank you all for tuning in, rocking out with me. Make sure y'all share the love by sharing the live. Make sure y'all subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you can get all those updates on when I go live. And also, when I do exclusive interviews and I post it on my YouTube channel. So 4 pillars of finance. Do you know what they are? I got this information from Spiro.financial. So there are 4: assets, liabilities, income, and expenses. Let's break it down. All right. So assets are items that you own and that have value that can be turned into cash when needed. Assets include cash in your personal checking or savings account, whole life insurance policies, 401ks, investments, land, equity in your home, and valuable jewelry. The key to an asset is its ability to be converted into liquid cash within a short period of time. If you are a homeowner, your house is likely your most valuable asset. However, its value is offset by a mortgage, if you have one, and a mortgage is a liability. The difference between the house asset and a mortgage is your equity. It can increase over time if the property value increases or if you pay down the loan balance. Your home equity is your asset. For example, if you owe $120,000 on a home loan and your home is valued at $200,000, then you have $80,000 worth of equity or an $80,000 asset. All right. So that is your assets. Why is this important? Why do you need to know this stuff? Well, first of all, as a grown-ass adult, you have to know what your assets are. It's so funny. A lot of regular people will look up a celebrity's net worth, but don't even know their own net worth. Ain't that crazy? Like, why are we looking into a celebrity's net worth and not really paying attention to our own personal net worth? Like, assets, whatever in your bank account, whatever your credit cards hold, whatever, those are your assets. But the crazy thing about it is that people, they don't treat it like it's an asset. They overspend, and then it becomes a liability. Speaking of liabilities or debts are obligations or items that are owed to others. So debts are the accounting opposite of assets and include all accounts payable. Things like your mortgage, student loans, car loans, credit card balances. Now, if you have a credit card with no balance, that's an asset, because you can't convert it to cash quickly, but if you need to purchase something, you have it. You get what I'm saying? So, but if you have a balance, that's definitely a liability. Taxes owed, bills due, and money you owe others for services are all considered liabilities. In addition, accrued interest and principal on mortgages and other loans are liabilities as well. Remember, interest rates are an indicator of the cost of carrying debt and tend to be negatively correlated with one's credit score. The lower the credit score, the higher the interest rate. The lower the credit score, the higher the interest rate. So when you apply for a loan and you got like a 600 credit score, your interest rate would be higher than that of someone with a 750 credit score. So you want to take into account all your liabilities. Now, income. Income is all the money you generate. It also includes interest and dividends you make on your investments. Tax refunds are also qualified as income. For those under age 65, take-home pay usually constitutes the majority of income. Retirees and those over 65 gain most of their income from investments, Social Security, or pensions. When taking stock of your income, be sure to include benefits that reduce your expenses, such as employer-provided health insurance, or that increase your assets, such as 401k programs. While these benefits don't put cash in your checking account directly, they do increase your overall financial health and reduce your out-of-pocket expenses. Real crazy thing about your whole life policy being an asset, okay? So it's an asset, but if you want to get Social Security, if you want to go get SSI, I think that's like a supplemental. So if you want to get the supplemental income, you can't even get that if you have a whole life insurance policy, which is crazy. All right, because they look at it as, oh, well, you can just cash that in whenever and get cash. You get what I'm saying? So they look at it as an asset, and that's why it affects your ability to collect SSI. Something that I learned dealing with something with my grandma, found out, if you have a whole life insurance policy, you do not get the SSI. You still get Social Security, but you don't get the supplemental income, which sucks. So expenses or outflow is all the money you spend. To gain an accurate total of expenses, it is important to establish a budget and to keep track of every penny spent. There are some fun user-friendly apps like BillGuard, YNAB, and DollarBird to help you with this. Keeping track of expenses is more challenging than keeping up with income because of the sheer number of different expenses. It is typical to overestimate or underestimate expenses and to forget entire categories like haircuts and dog treats. So when listing your expenses, well, I don't forget dog treats because I don't have a dog, and I don't forget haircuts because my son's dad takes care of the haircuts. So when listing your expenses, don't just list the big easy items like your mortgage, car payment, and phone bill. Remember, money you spend on vacations, taxes, oil changes, school supplies, and other things that do not necessarily occur monthly. Using a personal statement tool can help you jog your memory and account for all the different items you spend money on. If you're spending more than you earn, you will always be spending money you don't have. All right. So what did we learn to get today's class? Well, our financial tip was that there are 4 pillars of finance and personal finance, and that is assets, liabilities, income, and expenses. All right. They're the opposite of each other. So assets and liabilities are opposites. Income and expenses, which is also known as outflow, is opposites. All right. Definitely want any more information on these things, check out Spero.financial. There's no .com, it's just Spero, SPERO.financial to read more on that article. Also, I hope that helps someone. I appreciate y'all for tuning in, and that was my financial tip. All right, guys, we're winding down. We're getting to the end. But before we do our Jeopardy tonight, I definitely want to shout out our sponsor, Euphoria Water. Euphoria Water is the cleanest, healthiest water in Philly. Alkaline water with minerals, no chemicals, no additives. It is good and good for you. If you're going to hydrate the right way. Get your Euphoria Water today. You can find Euphoria Water on IG under Euphoria Water. That's UPHORIAWATER. And if you live in the Philadelphia area and want Euphoria Water delivered to your home, please contact Captain at 267-707-8279. All right, guys, we're going to jump into our Jeopardy. Tonight's Jeopardy is Celebrity Couple Jeopardy. Do you know these famous couples? All right, I'll be honest. These answers are kind of easy. We have 17 questions tonight, $20 in a cash app prize at stake. I put the link in the comments, but I'll do it once more. That way you guys can Reg is already backstage. What's up, Reg? Reg already backstage. I'm sure Try about to jump in, but before we do any of that, let me just make sure that I go and copy and then paste it again in the comments so you guys can join in. Also, let's see. Wait a minute. Who else we got back there? Try is back there. I hope Try's connection is good because last time he kept glitching and stuff. And we was like, what is going on? He was like, I'm choosing violence tonight, y'all. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. I'm choosing violence tonight. I think it's the Afro Puffs that gives me a little bit of power. I can have up to like 6 people in here. Well, more than that. But I got 2 people so far going head to head. I like trash talking, so please do a lot of that tonight. Make me laugh. But anybody else want to join in before we close the curtain? I'm gonna play music a little bit, and that way anybody else that want to join in could definitely join in. Here we go. Okay, y'all. All right. Celebrity couple Jeopardy. Do you know these famous couples? All right. We got 2 people going head to head. We got Reg. What's up, Reg?
What's up? How y'all doing?
Great. You coming in loud and clear on my phone, my new phone that I done got. Ooh, buddy. I'm excited.
Yeah.
And we got Try, we bringing into the stream. What's up, Try?
It's good.
So, Try, are you going to try to win tonight, or are you going to actually do it?
You know I'm going to win. Come on.
You going to win tonight? Okay, that just sound like it's a little bit of a battle, a little bit of something. I'm excited. All right, let me take this thing off my screen. All right, here we go. Hey, look. Bright smiling faces. I'm so happy to have you on my show. Think Different TV, which is every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Shout out to my Tdtv fam all over the country.
God damn.
Yeah, listen, I say
I'm
so
going
much.
back to the whole 50 states and all that bullshit.
Yo.
Reg, when I tell you this is a family friendly show, stop cussing on my damn show.
I can't help it. I got Tourette's at this point, man. I can't help it. I'm gonna try.
You want to try? Okay, that's all I can ask. Hey, real quick, y'all. Before we even jump into the Jeopardy, because we got some time. What do y'all think when y'all see this cover?
It's Black Love. That's what
Black Love. We did talk about this last week too.
Mm-hmm.
I actually think the cover's fly, in my opinion.
Yeah, I like
it. Right. But like I said, and I don't know if y'all caught my comment, but I said it's funny how they took more issue with that cover, saying it's emasculating A$AP Rocky than the cover of Rihanna by herself pregnant. You get what I'm saying? Like America really for pushing that single mother agenda, but apparently they're more mad at Britain pushing the emasculating men agenda. Make it make sense. Why are y'all even commenting on stuff that's happening overseas anyway?
Facts.
Make no sense. All right, y'all, we're gonna jump into this celebrity couples Jeopardy. I'm excited. 17 questions, $20 on the line. I love when I see people going head to head, and I like trash talking, so please do as much as you possibly can. All right, here we go. We're gonna start from the top. We're gonna jump into our 100-point answer. All right, like I said, they a little easy, so I'm upset about this. These two were Bonnie and Clyde, 2003. Try.
Who is Sean Carter and Beyonce Knowles?
Exactly, Jay-Z and Beyonce. Y'all, guess what? I'm gonna be honest. Hold up real quick. I'm up there playing the music and everything and forgot to grab my book and my handy dandy Think Different TV pen. All right. So Try so far has 100 points. All right. Next 100-point answer. These two co-starred in the biopic Ali. Reg.
Who are Ossie Davis and Ruby Dee?
No. Try.
Who is Will Smith and Regina King?
What? No. We're talking about celebrity couples.
Oh,
it is Will Smith and Jada. Jada was in the movie too.
I don't remember the movie though. I don't remember in that movie.
For real.
Jada Pinkett was in Ali with Will.
Who she played?
She played his wife.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, it's been a while since I think
wait a minute, are you thinking about Ray?
Nah, I don't remember Jada in the movie though.
Jada was in there because I remember them saying they was acting together, and it was like the first time they was acting together in a movie together. Now y'all got me wanting to look this up because y'all making me seem like I'm dumb, and I know she was in the movie.
You're not dumb. I just don't remember her in the movie.
All right, here we go. She was in it. She was Sonji Roy.
Wow.
I don't remember that. Damn.
Yeah, don't make me think that got me rethinking myself. Like, But even though that, like, why would you say Regina King? Like, why do you just say Jada?
I thought
It's
it was
Will
Regina
Smith.
King. I thought Regina King played his wife in the movie. I'm
But
forgetting.
we talk about celebrity couples.
Yeah, I get it.
All right, here we go. Next 100-point answer, because y'all about to make me mad. Like, I know I saw her in the movie. All right, y'all. One has goodies and the other took them out of the jar. Reg.
Who are Sierra and Russell Brand, that football player?
And try
Sierra. Who is Sierra and Russell Wilson?
Russell Wilson.
Hey man, I said Russell.
You said Russell Brand.
The last
well, I got the first name right.
No.
Russell Brand is a comedian.
Yeah,
Man,
Russell Brand is the comedian that was with Katy Perry, right?
Man, F this BS, man.
Right.
Nah, man. That's
Thank you for censoring yourself. I appreciate it so much. Wait a minute, we still in the 100-point category. It's still anybody's game.
I should at least get half a point. I got Sierra.
No, because if that's the case, he would have got half a point for Will and saying Regina King.
Man, it's some dog doo-doo, man.
I'm glad you're censoring yourself, Reg. I'm so proud of you.
I'm trying.
Next.
Oh, dog doo-doo, yo.
Next 100-point answer. This union was met with backlash because the husband was still married to Mashonda. Try.
Who is Swiss Beats and Alicia Keys?
Who is Swiss Beats and Alicia Keys? Absolutely. Yeah, you ain't hear about that, Reg. They was dogging Alicia Keys out. So was some she a whole record and everything.
I forgot the other girl's name and shit like that. Oh, damn.
Mashonda.
Mashonda.
Mashonda. All right, y'all, we're going to jump into our 200-point answers. All right, here we go. This singer was crooning All of Me to his wife, this woman who co-hosted Lip Sync Battle with LL Cool J.
Repeat that.
This singer was crooning All of Me to his wife, this woman who co-hosted Lip Sync Battle with LL Cool J. 5, 4,
watch that.
3, 2, 1. It's John Legend and Chrissy Teigen.
Damn.
Man.
I thought at least if y'all got John Legend, y'all would just know it was Chrissy Teigen because he sang All of Me.
Right. I don't see the hype for her, so she's irrelevant to me, honestly.
Dang, son. Chrissy.
I mean, she ain't got no upper lip for me and shit.
If you ever watch this show, don't pay him no mind. I love you, boo. Okay, keep doing what you do. All right, keep John very happy. All right.
If she ain't black, she ain't worth it. That's all I gotta say.
All right, that's it. I'm canceled. Let me shut it down.
Let me stop. I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry.
200-point answer. Lord.
Let me stop.
All right. Stedman and this billionaire have been going strong for over 20 years. Reg.
Who are Oprah and Stedman?
Oprah and Stedman, absolutely.
There we go. Let me win something now.
You know, Oprah got a good, strong man named Stedman. Oh, Stedman. Mike Douglas. Mike Douglas used to make me mush in my day. All right, next 200-point answer. This quarterback has 7 rings. 8 if you count the wedding ring he wore after marrying Gisele Bündchen. Try.
Who is Tom Brady and Gisele Bündchen?
There you go. Tom Brady and Gisele Bündchen. All right, guys. Next 200-point answer. One was being Mary Jane, and the other played for the Miami Heat. Reg.
Who are Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union?
There you go. Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union. You know what's crazy? I remember being Mary Jane being like the top show, right? Like everybody had to watch Being Mary Jane. Scandal was hot around that time too. So you had two black female leads, and then after those ended, you know, they had Insecure that was still going strong, which is also, you know, you get what I'm saying? So he was getting hit back to back to back. I don't think they got enough credit. I think Being Mary Jane being on BET kind of killed it for her. I think if she was on like another network, it would have been better.
Honestly, I never liked that show.
You didn't?
I like Gabrielle Union, but that show kind of promoted females to be side chicks, in my opinion. I'm gonna be real. Ever since that show, she just been kind of weird for me. I don't know.
But wait a minute now. She wasn't the first to do it.
I know she wasn't the first to do it. I know.
Because as much as we love Whitney, she sure enough played a side chick in Waiting Takes Hell.
That's true. Okay. But you know the world loves Whitney and shit, so they'll let that slide.
They let it slide, but you can't deny that. Right. But they gave Alicia Keys hell for it. They thought she was a home wrecker and all that stuff. But the crazy thing is that Swiss Beats and LaShonda was actually separated when they linked up or whatever. Whatever. Anything to hate on the Aquarius, I swear. Because you can't say they dumb, you can't say they're not talented. You got to just come at them some other type of way. So we're going into our 300-point answers. All right, here we go. One played football and the other was a Spice Girl. Try.
Who is David Beckham and Victoria Spice?
I'll allow it. David Beckham and Victoria.
Right.
Yeah, he's right. Victoria.
So you can allow that, but you can't allow my Russell answer?
Because
right,
yeah, it's right. David Beckham and Victoria. He got the name right.
Oh wow.
I think he just added Spice because he wanted to be zesty. He wanted to be zesty. He wanted to be a little zesty. He added a little spice at the end. All right, y'all. Next one. Mark Consuelos and this actress turned daytime talk show host who co-hosted with Regis Philbin and Michael Strahan. Try.
Who is Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos?
There you go. And just to let you know, if I already mentioned the other partner, you just got to answer the other half, unless I ask for both of them. All right, which I'm going to do in this next one. Next 300-point answer. One is the leading lady in Sex and the City, and the other is Ferris Bueller. Three, two, try.
Who is Sarah Jessica Parker and Matthew Broderick?
There you go. You got it. He was hoping you ain't get this.
I almost forgot her name, yo. I almost forgot her name.
He was hoping that you ain't get that second name. He was like, "Ooh, please don't let him get the second name." Red, don't you be folding your arms over there getting mad and all highfalutin. We still got 400-point questions or answers. So, cool your jets. It's okay. It's okay.
All right.
Last 300-point answer. These two have been together since I Know What You Did Last Summer. Who you raising your hand? Try.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who is Freddie Prinze Jr. and Sarah Michelle Gellar?
Yes, Freddie Prinze Jr. and Sarah Michelle Gellar. Woo! And that's crazy because I just gave you the first part of the answer because I was going to say and also is co-star in Scooby-Doo, but I was like, no, because that would be giving too much away. But you got it. Okay. All right, here we go. 400-point answers, y'all. It's going to get a little bit harder. You must get both people's names correct. All right. Here we go. First one. This beautiful couple has Whitney Houston in common. One played her husband in Preacher's Wife, and the other played one of her besties in Waiting to Exhale. Four, three, two, one. And who is Courtney B. Vance and Angela Bassett? I know. You probably knew Angela Bassett, but you probably didn't know Courtney B. Vance. Now, it's funny because Courtney B. Vance was on Law and Order, Criminal Intent. He was definitely on there. I loved him on there. Anyway, here we go. Next 400-point answer. Julius Tenen in this most recent EGOT achiever.
Who?
You just got to give me the second person. So Julius Tenen and this most recent EGOT achiever. Reg.
Who is Viola Davis?
Who is Viola Davis? Absolutely. Absolutely. Got that Grammy and solidified her mark as an EGOT achiever. All right. Next 400-point answer. The hangman from movie The Hateful Eight and woman who was shot in the stomach in the movie Death Becomes Her. Reg.
Who is Meryl Streep? And what's her husband's name? Don Gummer.
No. And try.
I forgot who was in that movie.
All right. So I don't think it was Meryl Streep in that movie. It was definitely Glenn Close. Or was it Glenn Close? No, it was Meryl Streep.
It was Meryl Streep.
It was Meryl Streep. But the one that got shot in the stomach was Goldie Hawn.
Goldie Hawn, right. Yeah.
Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell.
Yeah.
Somebody actually married her? Wow.
They've been together for a long time.
They've been together for a long time. Why wouldn't they be? Why wouldn't somebody marry Goldie Hawn?
Their daughter's an actress too.
I never thought she was attractive, man. She's too frumpy. She has that white woman frumpy look. I don't know.
Wait a minute. She didn't always look like that, honey. Did you not see Death Becomes Her when she was shot in the stomach?
Yeah. Bruce Willis.
She was a hot tamale on that joint.
Oh, she was. I mean, I don't know which movie. I mean, Meryl Streep was hot in that movie. I mean, but not her. And Meryl Streep always looks old in her movies and stuff.
Why do I not feel like it was Meryl Streep? Why do I feel like it was Glenn Close? But it wasn't. It was Meryl Streep.
Meryl Streep was in that. She was in that film. Yeah. It
was Meryl Streep
and Goldie Hawn.
Goldie Hawn.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm all right.
You know how many times I didn't watch that movie, but I always get Glenn Close and Meryl Streep mixed up for some reason. I don't know why. I always get them mixed up. Well, not mixed up. Like I know the different movies that they, but I don't know. Here we go. The last 400-point answer. Country couple goals. All you have to do is have a little faith. Faith Hill, that is, and this country crooner who has been married for almost 30 years. Reg.
Who is Tim McGraw?
Who is Tim McGraw? Yes.
Hey,
absolutely.
Come on.
And they look fabulous. They look fabulous, don't they?
I mean, for a white couple, yeah. I mean, sure.
That's a recent picture of them. Ain't that crazy? Like, when that is good, you be glowing all the time. Okay. I got a glow, but it's makeup. I ain't having. But anyway, 300, 600, 900, 1200, 1500, 1700. Don't be judging my life. All right, y'all. We had a close game. We're about to go into our final Jeopardy, but it's very close. All right. There's literally 500 points between you two. So Try, you had 1,700, and Red, you had 1,200 points.
Oh wow! Shoot, I didn't know I got that much. Okay.
So it's still anybody's game. What, Reg, are you going to be wagering tonight?
Oh wow. You know what? Let me wager everything at this point. You know, I'm gonna go all in.
Go all in.
Go all in, baby.
All right. Try. What are we doing?
I'm gonna wager 300.
Ooh. Ooh.
All right.
That's a little less for you, Try. I was expecting everything at this point for you, boy.
Try is so stingy. He's so stingy. But get this.
Oh, not.
The crazy thing is, Reg, if you get this right, you're gonna beat him. Because he didn't wager enough to get in the lead if you won. So
all right, cool.
So here we go. We're gonna jump into our final Jeopardy, guys.
All righty.
Woo! Woo! Shout out to my sponsor, Euphoria Water. Euphoria Water is the cleanest, healthiest water in Philly. Alkaline water with minerals, no chemicals, no additives. It is good and good for you. You're going to hydrate the right way. Get you Euphoria Water today. You can find Euphoria Water on IG under Euphoria Water. That's UPHORIAWATER. And if you live in the Philadelphia area and want to have Euphoria Water delivered to your home, you can call Captain at 267-707-8279. That is our sponsor, and we're going to jump into our final Jeopardy. Are we ready, guys?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
All right. Kevin Bacon and this leading lady in The Closer. Kevin Bacon and this leading lady in The Closer. There you go, guys. Brad, you better not be looking up nothing either.
That's my job, so.
All right, y'all, here we go. Final Jeopardy question. Kevin Bacon and this leading lady in The Closer. All right, Reg, you are the competitor. I want to see your answer.
I said, who is Kyra Sedgwick? I don't even know if I'm saying her last name right.
Oh, you got it right, buddy. Woo! It is Kyra Sedgwick.
All righty.
Yes.
All
right. Yes, Kevin Bacon and Kyra Sedgwick. So here we go. Try. What was your answer?
I didn't put nothing. I forgot.
You didn't put nothing. Oh,
oh.
Dethroned the champ.
Oh, so I won.
You won, buddy. You won, buddy. By 1,000 points. Isn't that crazy how Try was getting all those answers right and you was getting all frustrated and frowning up your face and cussing and folding your arms and throwing a fit? And look at you, victorious at the end. Look at God. Look at God. All right. See, look. All things come of thee, O Lord. And of thine own. God is good. All the time. And all the time.
God is good.
Good. Absolutely. We done dethroned Try finally. So no, I was just playing. Because Try will be here next week. It's not guaranteed that Reg is going to be here next week, but Try will definitely be here next week to defend the title he lost. But he gonna be here. He gonna be here, y'all. Can I just say the picture from my camera is so clear on this phone. I'm just amazed. I had to take a step back for a minute because I was like, oh, I can see everything. Hold up now. Yeah, there ain't no filters I can put on here. But I do appreciate you guys for tuning in to Think Different TV, joining in the Jeopardy, having input on the hot topic, which tonight we talked about this British Vogue cover with Rihanna, A$AP Rocky, and the baby. And we talked about the conclusions that were drawn from this cover. We also had some crazy hidden and quitted. The financial tips tonight was the 4 pillars of finance in our music discussion was who do we want to see go head to head in season 3 of Versus. So that's just a little recap. Again, guys, thank you so much. Reg, you have your $20 on the way to you. Try nothing for you. More gruel, sir. Nothing for you. All right. I appreciate you guys, and I will see y'all next week. All right.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
See ya.
That's good.
All right, y'all. So that concludes another episode of Think Different TV. I appreciate all of you guys. Think Different TV is every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Shout out to my Tdtv fam all over the country. Like I said, y'all could be anywhere, but y'all choose to rock out with me on Monday nights, and I appreciate you so much for doing so. Shout out to y'all, because without y'all, there is no Think Different TV. You know, it's not made possible without viewers like you. Yes, I know PBS, yeah, but I love saying that. Make sure that y'all hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell on my YouTube channel so you don't miss out on any new episodes, replays, or exclusive interviews from Think Different TV. Also, remember to share the love by sharing the live. Even if it's the replay, make sure y'all share my all right? Because I don't want to hear none of y'all mofos talk about some, you ain't famous yet. That's because you ain't share my That's because you ain't share my All right, guys. So I hope you got a lot of value out of what I've shown you tonight. And as always, have a great week. And I'll see you all next week. Bye.
Think Different TV. Live every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hosted by me, your girl Ashia. Join me as I discuss social topics, spotlight independent artists, and share financial tips. Join the conversation. I want to hear what you have to say. Think Different TV, where minds meet.